our mantra at Courageous has always been creativity takes courage. And I feel that now more than ever, we are really living by it. And a lot of brands are really interested in coming along. As you know, journalism is in the DNA of CNN, and we very much draft off that legacy at Courageous, and we employ the same tactics and journalistic instincts as CNN to develop our own brave and culturally relevant stories for brands. And nowadays, a lot of brands are looking to tell stories that are culturally relevant, and many of them are looking to tell stories that are purpose-driven. And that approach has been at the core of much, if not most, of the work that we've done. And over the years, we've handled really, really tough subject matter like equal pay and LGBTQIA rights, the dangers of texting and driving, and complex topic of immigration, et cetera. So we've helped our clients develop purpose-driven campaigns and creative that really feels authentic to them and to their audiences. And so it's just really natural for us to be helping out in this time where a lot of brands want to do that type of campaign or creative and want to tell their own purpose-driven stories as they relate to the health crisis. And since we have so much experience with it, we want to be helpful and be there for them, in order to do that. And one thing that's really unique about doing this type of work today, for example, versus pre-COVID, is just how quickly consumer sentiment is changing and evolving, right? It really presents a very interesting creative challenge in terms of striking the right tone. And I think that's what most brands are really, really, trying to make work. Because what might work today might not work a week or 2 weeks from now when the campaign goes live. So we're finding that we need to be more nimble and agile than ever before. And our team is working faster than ever before, not just expedited timelines, but lightning speed timelines. So that's the kind of thing that we're offering brands. And I think a lot of them do feel very strongly about having a presence right now, not going dark. They know that, their customers want to hear from them. They know they want to be there for their customers in the right way, in trusted environments. And so we want to help them do that.
How do they acquire by media, by audience, by context? Like, what's this sort of, then there's not one size that fits all, but if you could explain a little bit about their approach to audience, to context, how you help them with the buy, with the acquisition, what their expectations are.
Sure. So, as you can imagine, there are a lot of people are coming to CNN these days for news, for information and developments on the crisis. And so, we're seeing a lot of traffic. Many of them are coming specifically to us for that. Nearly 70% of the U.S. Internet audience visited CNN's digital properties in March alone. So, that is something that they are definitely coming to us for. And in order to find their audience within that context, we're able to target, on a social and digital standpoint. And then recently, we actually announced the ability to deliver our branded content on the largest addressable TV footprint in the US in partnership with our sister company, Xandr. And what we can do through Courageous for our clients is to leverage our creative resources to develop various iterations of content and then distribute it through Xandr's platform. So what that means is utilizing Xandr's audience insights and audience segments, now we can not only just effectively reach the audiences that matter most to their business, but we can actually use that data to inform the creative in the first place so that it's not just one size fits all. So now we have those capabilities extended to addressable TV, which is a beautiful thing because it marries the scale of TV with the precision that digital can offer you. And then we introduce our best-in-class creative capabilities to the equation as well.
And finally, tell us some cool things you've been doing on the fly, last minute around COVID, in terms of some campaigns that you'd like to share with us today.
Sure. So we're actually doing some really, really fantastic work with AT&T right now. And, AT&T as a company is really focused on solving the needs of their consumers and businesses, first responders, schools, communities, through their technology solutions and also through their national workforce. And so we partnered with them during this time on storytelling that is relevant and informative and compassionate, in terms of just communicating all the ways that AT&T is helping during this crisis. So we produced a 30-second spot for them about how AT&T is helping medical professionals on the front line, as well as a 30-second for their AT&T FirstNet division, which is an AT&T communication network that provides direct connectivity specifically to first responders in times of crisis. And then recently, we just released a 90-second film that tells the story of the work that FirstNet is doing right now with the U.S. Navy to support the mission of the USNS Mercy, which is a hospital ship in Los Angeles. So we've got a lot of projects with them in the works. And again, we're just there for them as a creative partner in this time to kind of help them in any which way that they need. And in addition to AT&T, we've got other clients that are coming to us from other categories like pharmaceutical and healthcare, CPG, finance, and direct to consumer, who are looking to do the same thing.